It's 2 o'clock in the morning on a random Thursday, and we just got the biggest Dragon Ball announcement in the last decade. Some of you may be confused. Genuinely, some of you may not know what I'm talking about because it only happened about an hour ago at this point. But the official, yes, official, not one of those little troll accounts that bought their verification, thanks Elon. The actual Dragon Ball anime info account just tweeted an actual bombshell. They announced the Dragon Ball Spirit Bomb Festival taking place January 25th, 2026 that will have 2 major announcements as well as a new Dragon Ball game project revealed. I don't need to tell you that this is huge. Now, we've had a lot of bait over the years of like, oh, Toei's doing an event with a Dragon Ball panel. And that's one thing. This is an entire event solely centered around the Dragon Ball IP. Nozawa, voice actress for Goku, is going to be there. Ioku, who's currently, as far as I knew, was currently in a battle to become the main head of the franchise going forward. He's gonna be there. All day today, there's been like little inklings and rumors about Xenoverse 3. I don't need to tell you that the Xenoverse 3 stocks have actually never been higher than this moment. I do see a lot of people looking really into the art that they attached to this announcement. Obviously, a big emphasis on the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball. We got Goku in all his forms here. I guess it is kind of interesting that they opted for Daima Super Saiyan 4 and just completely erase GT Super Saiyan 4. Me personally, I wouldn't look too much into it, but it is interesting to think about. But obviously, I don't need to sugarcoat it. This is looking like a new anime announcement. And something about this one just has like a different energy than everything else. For example, the latest Dragon Ball game to release is Dragon Ball Gexhin Squadra, and that game just had a random trailer, also randomly tweeted on a random night, and everybody was like, what the hell? We didn't know about this. The fact that we're getting a months out precursor for this, and they're hyping it up to this level, I would actually put my life on the line. We are probably getting an anime announcement here. But the even more interesting than that is the fact that they said there's going to be 2 major announcements. Now, keep in mind, the game project unveiling that we're talking about is not included in this 2 major announcements. Now, there's also been a lot of talk. A lot of people are feeling the vibe that we're getting another Dragon Ball movie soon, that it's been a long while since superhero, and people they just have a movie on the brain. Me personally, I'm someone who I definitely would rather prefer we get the Dragon Ball Super manga adaptation rolling again, because with Daima over, I need my weekly Dragon Ball back, please. And with the new production and stuff that goes on related to, I don't need to tell y'all that Dragon Ball Daima was one of the best looking Dragon Ball animes ever for a reason. If we get that same staff and they get the same healthy production schedule that they got for Daima, do I need to tell you what a Dragon Ball Super adaptation could look like? I hope I don't. But anyway, back on this 2 announcements thing, there is actually an extremely realistic chance that we not only get an anime announcement, but we get an anime announcement alongside a movie. Give me a second. I know that sounds crazy. Before I let past Slaybix continue this ramble about why a movie is definitely possible, I do want to introduce something that I did not talk about in the video, and that is the idea that one of these announcements could be the manga returning, which, while I'm not going to say is less hype, I'm enjoying the manga for what it is right now. I want to see what Toyotaro's vision for Dragon Ball is going forward without the guidance of Toriyama. But I feel like the Dragon Ball Super manga returning is kind of already implied. Maybe that's just me. So I feel like they wouldn't even need to announce that. They had the Goten and Trunks one-shot earlier last year. But I do want to say that is definitely a possibility for one of these 2 announcements. So do not rule that or scratch that off your list. It's definitely possible that it could be one of the 2 major announcements. Back to the video. But again, guys, things like this is all about looking at the hints and the timing, okay? Again, this event is in early January. We're kicking off the year with this. Dragon Ball's 40th anniversary year, which actually might have been last year, but for some reason they're promoting this as that. I don't know. I'll put something on screen, whichever one is the actual correct 40th anniversary year. It's really the fact that all of these things are being unveiled at an event that is completely centered around Dragon Ball. This actually has to be it. It has to be it. And a little more evidence towards me thinking Xenoverse 3 is the most likely for this game announcement. Some people are saying Fighters 2. Fighters literally just announced that they're doing more DLC in spring 2026. Why would they unveil a new game just months before that? That makes no sense. Not to mention Arxis is working on Marvel Tokon right now, so I am in severe doubt that it has anything to do with Fighters. Real quick, before anyone gets their hopes up about going to this event, it is in Japan. And I believe the application is like a raffle. So even if you're in Japan, you are only getting a chance to be invited to come out. Hopefully this event is streamed. If we're going to get the biggest set of Dragon Ball announcements that we've seen in God knows how long, I would hope everyone around the world will be able to experience it, and not just the people that managed to get selected to go to the event. Of course, trailers and stuff will be uploaded, I'm sure, promptly afterwards, but there's something about that live experience. It's just different. The only complaint I could possibly have about this kicks back to the beginning, where why would they announce this just on the most random Thursday ever of all time? This is like the most massive piece of news we've gotten in how long, and it's just a tweet. That's just it. It's a tweet. But yes, I'm looking very forward to talking about this with you guys in the comment section down below. Dragon Ball fans, I know you've heard this one a lot, but we might be back. I don't know. We might be back. If we are getting an anime, I feel like the only option is like the Dragon Ball Super adaptation. Finally getting the Moro arc and the Granola arc animated. I don't want to speak for the whole Dragon Ball fan base, but oh my God, is it what we need? It's what we need right now. And if there is a movie announcement, I feel like that has a lot of options. I'm kind of not entirely against the idea of Daima maybe getting a movie. Some sort of return to the demon realm where we actually get to see those fusion bugs be used. Maybe Vegeta trains his way up to Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 bug fusion? I don't know. There's just so much that I don't really do discussion videos like this, so it's hard for me to get these thoughts out in a concise order because there's just so much floating around in my mind. I'm just excited as hell. I'm just so excited. Oh, and not to mention Xenoverse 2 in their most recent DLC. Apparently Kanton City is getting destroyed. The last time a city in a Xenoverse game got destroyed, very shortly after the next game was announced. So all signs are pointing towards we're heading into a good year to be a Dragon Ball fan. I'm sorry if my thoughts on this are not more concise, as again, this literally just kicked off. So there's just a lot swirling. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now. Just please let me know what you guys think about this announcement down in the comment section below. I'm gonna be down there. I'm gonna be yapping with y'all because this is huge, tangible news. I cannot tell you how long we've been waiting for something like this. Dragon Ball fans, dare I say it? I know we say it a lot, but we might be back. I don't know. We just might be back. Speaking of, obviously, biggest Dragon Ball announcement in like a decade, I had to bring the boys in. Guys, I want to know, what is your ideal image of the two major announcements that we get in January?
Bro. Geek, you want to go first, man, and then I'll take after.
Hey, all right. Well, I'll start with like the pipe dream, right?
Okay.
And
so this is like your unrealistic one, kinda.
Yeah, and I guess it's not that realistic, and I guess I'll give my own like explanation as to why. I guess my crackpot theory would be like one avenue would be, or like one of the two announcements be a Daima continuation either into a movie, because they had this post-credit scene, I guess, which really was just for the gag of it, where they were like, oh, look at the other three
the tons of evil eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and obviously that could go nowhere because that was just like a whole thing, and the fusion bugs, am I right, fellas? But no, but so I would think, because that was Toriyama's last project, I really don't think Iyoku or whoever or whatever,
yeah, we just want to let it die. Yeah,
they wouldn't want to let Daima, and especially a new form, because hey man, money talks, and marketing and all that, and Daima Super Saiyan 4 has been everywhere except Dokkan at the moment. But it has been, it's even in promo, it's the promo art for Battle Hour too. Like he's on there. Yeah. He's on that. He's in Xenoverse 2. He's in Legends. Like he's everywhere. So I really do feel like they want to keep using that form, and whether they incorporate it into Super either through the manga coming back in some way, or they just continue with a movie and have like Daima going separately from Super in two different timelines, whatever they want to do. And the other project would be, this is where I said it's kind of crackpots, like you have a movie announcement for Daima, and then we get the Super anime coming back as well, you know, adapting the manga.
I don't think that's the most unrealistic, mainly because, and I know it's not always like the production side or like the toy side of thing, but I'm telling you, the merchandising department would do backflips through the ceiling into another country for the opportunity for a new Super Saiyan 4 fusion, like a new official Super Saiyan 4 fusion. Listen, let me not
one
go
you want,
too
bro?
down a rabbit hole.
No, which one you want, bro? No, tell me.
I'm just saying. Gogeta got like a whole 12-minute scene to flex in the Broly movie. I'm saying if they just put on them earrings, go Super Saiyan 4. You know Vegeta's gonna chase Super Saiyan 4, bro. You know he's gonna do it. You know he's gonna do it. Give me 10 minutes of Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Diamond. Give me 10 minutes. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Sakuga Vegito. Ooh, boy.
Dude, and he could finally dodge the no wins meme because it's a movie. They'd have to give him the win. They'd have to give him the victory.
Yeah.
Let's just a stall thing again, imagine.
Oh my god. He defuses, Trunks shows up with another sword. Please don't, bro. Please. This is the demon sword. Like
the demon sword. I mean, honestly, like Super Saiyan 4, they really redone Super Saiyan 4 for Goku, so a movie would allow for a potential Super Saiyan 4 Vegito,
yeah,
but as well as a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, especially now that Vegeta's aware of it. So, you know, they could have multiple things, and if they want to combine the continuities into one, what if they're like, dang, our Super Saiyan 4s aren't enough? Okay, let's go Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. Now that's too far.
We just Dragon Ball
crazy.
Heroes coming back. Like that one sounds crazy. But
like, that's definitely Heroes, yeah.
No, that's not the most unrealistic. I can see why you feel like it's a far shot, but I mean, again, this really could be anything. But I think you're at the right caliber. Like that's definitely the type of announcement we're about to get.
I mean, bro, my dream is like kind of the same page. We're just like movie into anime. I just think it'd be like the best transition.
They have the best energy too. Like just like
oh, dude, the hype of like whatever happens in the movie. Because the movies are always like, I don't think any of the movies like were misses. I mean, looking back, I think some of like the later, I guess technically Z movies, early Super movies, you could argue,
are barely movies. They're like extra long episodes, to be honest. Movie is used very loosely for those, very loosely.
Yeah,
they're like 55 minutes.
Man, another interesting idea that I didn't even really think of is if we do get a movie, there's a chance that it could also be Dragon Ball Super, but what's to stop them? Guys, I love the Broly movie. I don't think I'm alone in that as far as a Dragon Ball fan. It's the most money a Dragon Ball movie's ever made, but would I be down for another old Z movie villain getting canonized? Cooler. Janemba. Making one of them canon, and then like I don't know. Do you know the amount of tickets like a Vegito versus Janemba fight like in the theaters would like sell? Like Vegito's trying to spirit sword him, Janemba's doing the shit. Like, oh my dude, I need that.
Fighters, bro. Fighters is kind of like turning the wheels again.
God.
Like, come on, bro.
Dude, there's just so much going on. 2026 seems like the time to be a Dragon Ball fan, bro.
Yes,
it seems like the time.
It's like we were talking about it, bro. Like it was kind of getting monotonous. Like, you know, no disrespect to the gotchas, but like, you know,
we needed something fresh. We needed new blood, bro. We needed new blood, and it seems like it's being handed to us on a silver platter.
Yeah, unfortunately, like Sparking, as cool as it was at the time, I don't think it was what we either expected or wanted, and you know, it's trying to like kind of make a comeback a little bit, and then Genshin's a nice breath of fresh air, but like something major like movie or anime wise, like we haven't really heard anything about that. So like this could be that. That's very exciting,
bro. And then if we're gonna acknowledge like again today for some reason, but hours, like we're talking about like 16 hours ago, the Xenoverse 3 like rumor mill kind of started to stir for some reason today. So I don't want to give those leaks major credit, but based on the things they were saying, Xenoverse 3 would be a new ground up work as opposed to like, because Xenoverse 1 to 2, we don't really talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it in a negative sense, but it's an asset flip. They literally took the entirety of Xenoverse 1, put it on a bit of a bigger scale, and released it. The story mode is almost identically 1-to-1 with Xenoverse 1.
I feel like 1.5 at launch.
Yeah, exactly. It felt like a major update to Xenoverse 1.
Yeah.
Xenoverse 1 was very much a beta, and Xenoverse 2 was the, okay, we reviewed the mistakes. Here's the real vision for Xenoverse. And now that they're doing apparently, since this is going to be something from the ground up, who knows what this could be. And then not to mention, we've got Battle Hour 2026, which for some reason, again, all the signs are just, it's being really hyped up to be way bigger than any Battle Hour ever. And I don't know. The idea that people could go to Battle Hour 2026 and play Xenoverse 3, like, I don't know. Man, oh man.
Don't do that, man. Don't do it. I mean,
you talk about don't do that to me. I don't want to get on a plane, bro. I don't want to fly.
Hey, come on, man.
They might have me out there, bro. They might have me. Ladies.
What's a 7-hour flight type shit?
I might have to get a plane ticket for real. God damn it, bro.
But either way, no, this is exciting times, bro. I'm on cloud 9, bro. I'm on cloud 9. And I still think we're in the stage where it doesn't even feel real right now. Like,
dude, it doesn't, bro. Fighters still doesn't feel real. Just because, like, if it was,
I woke up to the Fighters thing. Like, I opened my eyes and I was like, what? This is fake. And then I looked through YouTube and I was like, oh, this is actually real.
Yeah.
So
when Fighters is healthy, bro, I feel like that's when Dragon Ball was at its like healthiest too, man. Just because like seeing a Dragon Ball fighting game be like
competitive, like
and at the big stage, Evo, dude, people, it wasn't just like anime fans, it was like an FGC respected game. Like, it was like taken seriously,
dude.
like,
Fighters is probably responsible for some people getting into Dragon Ball and the inverse. Like, a lot of Dragon Ball fans, that was probably 100%. Their first real fighting game. Love Dragon Ball games to death. They're not like the most competitive like esports games ever. So like a lot of Dragon Ball fans, that was their first experience with something like that. And FGC people, this was their first time seeing a Goku or something. You know what I mean? And like,
oh, bro, the fucking yells at like the beginning of like some of the matches and shit.
Oh, the cells,
Come on, man. It's crazy. The Goichi Sonic Fox like rivalhood and shit, bro. It's just so dope.
No, man. Thank you, boys, for coming in and yapping with me for a bit. This is I couldn't just talk by myself, bro, about the biggest Dragon Ball news in a decade, bro. I had to talk with the boys. So thank you guys for spinning by, man. This was fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
With that said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this 40th anniversary Dragon Ball announcement down below. What do you want the two major announcements to be? I think that's a good question. Again, if you're asking me on the spot right now, Dragon Ball Super anime return, and I guess just throw a movie on top. The movie doesn't really particularly have to be anything for me. It will just say Diamond Movie. But as always, my friends, your boy Slaybix, signing off. Later.